Welcome back to the Hadley Running YouTube channel. In this episode, we are going to build upon what we talked about in episode number 3, where we defined and discussed the stress and recover principle. And now we'll dive into the stress workouts, what categories there are and what they do, and how we use them. First, let's start by reviewing our definition of a stress workout. We define stress workouts as a running workout. We do that significantly and specifically stresses a system or systems of the body in order to elicit and desired adaptation in fitness. And as we discussed previously, there are two main keys to a successful stress workout. We must work sufficiently hard, that is, do enough work to significantly stress a system or systems of the body to cause that adaptation. And we must work specifically enough. That is, we target specifically a desired system for adaptation, which means we need to be careful not to mix our work too much between systems. It is possible to work hard enough, but not specifically enough, to move fitness forward. There are two main categories for stress workouts: aerobic capacity workouts and aerobic resistance workouts. If we use the analogy of comparing a runner to a race car, our aerobic capacity workouts are working on building the power and efficiency of the engine. And our aerobic resistance workouts are working on building the size of our fuel tank. Aerobic capacity workouts build our aerobic power and stretches out that aerobic power. All workouts in this category are done at our physiological thresholds or faster, or if we look at it in terms of heart rate, we work at 84% of maximum heart rate or higher. Aerobic resistance workouts build our endurance and ability to run for a long duration. All workouts in this category are done at between 65% and 83% of maximum heart rate. These workout categories are complementary to each other. Increased aerobic resistance builds the aerobic pathways, our circulatory system, used by our aerobic capacity, and allows us to do more work in aerobic capacity sessions. Increased aerobic capacity improves our efficiency, and that allows us to run longer on our energy supplies, helping expand our aerobic resistance. Aerobic capacity workouts can be broken up into two subcategories: aerobic power building and aerobic power endurance. Aerobic power building workouts are workouts that we typically think of as speed work. These are repeats at shorter distances, between 200 meters and 1 mile, done at higher percentages, 93% plus, of our maximum heart rate. These workouts build our stride power and mechanics, and build our heart muscle and our ability to deliver oxygen-rich blood to the muscles, often referred to as VO2 max. These workouts also improve our body's ability to operate effectively in an increased lactate environment. Aerobic power endurance workouts are ones in which we target improving either our lactate thresholds or aerobic thresholds. By targeting and improving these two thresholds, we improve the pace we can hold for longer distances, drawing out our ability to utilize our aerobic power. Aerobic power endurance sessions include the tempo runs that most runners are familiar with or have at least heard of. Aerobic power endurance workouts are done between 84% and 92% of our heart rate maximums. Aerobic resistance workouts builds our endurance. These are the workouts we normally think of refer to as our long runs, as they are usually significantly longer than the other runs we do. We can build our aerobic resistance in two ways. One is through the total weekly mileage that we run on a regular basis. The more weekly mileage we can do, the better our aerobic resistance is. But in terms of stress workouts, we are specifically talking about the types of long runs we do. We vary the distance and paces on these to build all elements of our endurance. Paces and intensity on these can range from 65% to 83% of our heart rate maximums. How and when and how often we use each type or category of stress workouts depends on many factors, including which phase of training we are in. With runners who are preparing for a specific goal race, we typically use a 3-phase training program. The first phase is the base phase, or sometimes referred to as the preparatory phase. In this phase, we are preparing the body for more specific training to come. We get used to our weekly training routines in terms of number of runs and distances, and prepare our muscles with strength training and running form drills. The second phase is the fundamental phase. In this phase, we work on building up both our aerobic capacity and our aerobic resistance. Our mix of work can vary a bit based on what our goal race distance is, but we work to build both elements during this phase. The third phase is the specific phase. In the specific phase, we focus in on the specific demands of our goal race, and our stress workouts largely center on that, sharpening our fitness to a peak for a specific distance on a specific day. Thank you for watching this episode and learning about the different categories of stress workouts. In future episodes, we'll dive down deeper into each category, looking at specific workouts and how to execute them to maximum effect. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and sign up for notifications so you don't miss an episode. Our video schedule for the foreseeable future is put out episode related to training theory, like today's episode, on Mondays, and then uncovering another running-related topic on Fridays. Thanks and happy running.